Fitin10 Nation, it is day 30. Can you believe it? Day 30. Like, it blows my mind that we're already at day 30 and it feels like it just started. Well, it kind of did, right? It was only 4 weeks ago. But it feels like it just started. I think you recall me saying, probably from the very first video, that before you know it, I'll be saying it's the middle of the challenge, and then, a couple, what feels like just a little bit short time later, it's the end of the challenge. This challenge flies by super fast. Okay, let's get to more of your feedback here. Sodium. Why is there so much fear about sodium? I don't know why there's so much fear. I don't know. I have no idea, because it's an essential electrolyte that your body needs, especially for movement. You need sodium. You need sodium. And your body has homeostatic measures to either try to hold it or excrete it based on what it has. Now, there is a very small segment of the population that is sensitive to sodium. They need to make sure that their sodium levels don't go too high, because they have, issues with their blood pressure, or maybe some heart issues or something like this. But it's a very, very small segment of the population. If you are somebody who is healthy, and you are especially if you are exercising regularly like you are, you need to make sure that you get sodium in your diet. So I purposely, this is quite funny, if I'm purchasing something and I notice it says low sodium, I will generally not buy it. Generally, I will not, because I need sodium. I add sodium to my diet. I think I mentioned this to you guys yesterday, that I wake up first thing in the morning, and one of the things I have is sodium. I add some Himalayan sea salt to my water, among lime and apple cider vinegar, which I'll talk about another time. And that's how I start my day. My day starts with sodium. Also, before I work out, I have a little sort of pre-workout drink, and I put sodium in that as well. Sodium is super important, and I'm going to encourage you to have it. Generally, you will feel better. If you want to feel terrible, trust me on this one. If you want to feel terrible, remove all your sodium and see how you feel. Do it. Just try it. You will feel very weak. You're just going to feel very, very weak, and like you don't want to move. Believe me, I've done it, because we tend to do this before competition. We do, not everybody, but I do. I do a very brief period of sodium cutting, and then a reintroduction of sodium. Anyways, we won't get into that now. Make sure you get sodium. Do not be worried about sodium. Now, if you're having X amount of sodium every day, and then you have a meal where you're getting this huge influx, or you have a day where you get a huge influx of sodium, yeah, you may hold some water. This is not body fat. Bodily water will come and go. Bodily water will come and go. If you want to get rid of water in the body, just sleep a long time. You'll get rid of body water. If you ever have a chance to, if you know you're going to have a night of long sleep, weigh yourself the night before, and then weigh yourself the morning of when you wake up after sleeping for a long period of time, and check out the difference in your weight. Generally, you'll lose a lot of water, okay? Unless you had like a huge influx of sodium the night before, okay? How does it affect weight loss? Does sodium affect weight loss? How does it affect weight loss? If anything, it has a negative effect on weight loss. That is, if you don't have enough sodium, you will indirectly not lose as much fat. And why do I say that? Well, you're not going to feel as strong. You're not going to feel like moving if you have a restriction in your sodium. Okay, now this would be obviously having very low sodium. But if you have extra sodium, like, why do I do extra sodium before I work out? Because I feel like I have a little more strength. I have a little more fluid in my body, and that allows me to feel stronger. If you're dehydrated, you're just not going to feel strong. If you are holding a little bit of fluid, you're going to feel a little more energetic, and you're going to feel like you're a bit stronger, okay? Especially with sodium, because sodium plays a role in muscle contraction. So if anything, it would have a slight effect in the positive, in terms of positively losing fat to get enough sodium, because you'll have more strength, you'll feel like you have more energy. And if you don't believe me, just cut your sodium out and see how you feel, okay? Again, if you have too much sodium, your body, and you're healthy, your body will just excrete it, Okay, so don't worry about sodium. It has nothing to do, or if anything, it's only going to, lack of sodium will have a negative impact on fat loss, okay, if anything. Okay, I think I said enough on that. All right, this person says, okay, so this is under name something specific you can improve upon for the following week. I will complete my 3 cardio sessions no matter how I'm feeling this Monday and Wednesday. Okay, very good. So this is pretty specific. This person's going to make sure they do 2 of their cardio sessions on Monday and Wednesday. I walk home from work on Wednesday, rain or shine, then straight into cardio. Okay, very good. Something to be accountable to. Very specific when it's going to happen. Name something specific you need help with. I would like to rest on weekends so I can focus on meal prepping. Is it okay to double up on my cardio the same day? I really don't want you to. No, I would rather you spread it out, okay? Spread it out. Don't try to pack all of your, I mean, I know you're just asking for one day. Do this, but you're only doing 3 times per week. Do not do 1 hour of cardio on one day. If anything, do half an hour on a Saturday and half an hour on a Sunday or something like that, okay? Is there anything you'd like me to cover in this week's video series? Can I make protein shakes ahead of time, or does it have to be made fresh? Okay, here's the thing. Yeah, you can blend them ahead of time. This is typically what I do. I realize that this kind of works out for me because I have a magic bullet at work. I put everything in my blender, but I don't blend it until I'm about to have it. So I blend it at work. Or sometimes I make them in advance and I have them at home. I know I'm going to have it at home, and I just pull it out and blend it. But I don't pre-blend it, because generally what happens is if you blend it, it tends to separate, and then it tastes weird. You know, you just get, because it's not blended, right? You've got a concentration, different levels throughout your shake. You've got, you know, a different concentration of different pieces of whatever went into that shake, okay? So it tends to make it taste a little bit weird. So yeah, you can make it ahead of time, but yeah, you asked specifically, blend all my fruit and powders the night before. I wouldn't blend it. I would avoid that. Blend it as close as you can to ingesting it, okay? All right, 7.5 minutes. Okay, let's make this one a little bit shorter. And let's get to the message of the day, which I didn't even check what the message of the day is. Message of the day, this is the week that you will not quit, right? Just like every other week you will not quit. But this is in particular, the week that you will not quit. So today's message is this: reset, readjust, refocus. Reset, readjust, refocus as many times as you need to. Just don't quit, okay? Reset, readjust, refocus as many times as you need to. Just don't what? Don't quit. Do not quit, okay? Keep going. Anything of any great success, anything of any great measure that you want to achieve in life requires a certain amount of consistency, right? A certain amount of consistency. And the more consistent over time that you are, the more successful you will be. Trust me on this one. Reset, readjust, refocus as many times as you need to. Just don't quit. Do not quit. Keep going. All right? Positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, and for the love of God, give some gratitude. I'll talk to you all very soon. See ya.